Welcome to the RSP NFL Lens. I'm Matt Waldman with the Rookie Scouting Portfolio. Taking a look at some players that I think you should keep an eye on for the next couple of years. They're not guys who are going to start or maybe not even contribute at much of a volume for you this year, but they're guys who have talent, and I think they're going to stick to a roster or bounce to another team and land there and get a chance to develop because they flashed enough in their college film as well as in their preseason film. And one of those guys is Chicago Bear let's call him a running back Ryan Nall, who can also play tight end. He's a kind of an H-back type, but he can definitely run the ball. You can see him in terms of his footwork here to be able to cut downhill from an east-west angle. He's a nimble back. I wouldn't necessarily say he's a dynamic player in terms of his agility, but that's a nice cutback there. And you can see that he's a powerful guy. He runs with good pad level. He's got nifty feet. That nice little cut downhill inside 68 after he had to widen his path due to penetration. It's a nice play. He's just fast enough to be a factor. He's got just good enough quickness and change of direction skill to be an every down ball carrier in the NFL. And if you give him the right angle and a head start, he can sustain separation into the secondary. Nice work right there. Let's look at a couple other plays from him. Nall's also a comfortable pass receiver because he did play H-back for a time at Oregon State before they moved him back to running back. He's outside twin left. It's not an amazing route here, but you can just see how fluid and comfortable he is. He's just a natural receiver. He's got the pads down pretty well here. Coming off the line. Let's see where we can look at it here. Pads low, brings him up just as he's about to break inside. Flat break, hands catch. Gets his pads down so he can get under the hit and protect the ball. 9-yard gain, not bad. Now here's a 6-yard gain that I really like from Nall because he's going to have to work a little east-west. It's only 6 in the box here, and you're running a little bit of power here. But it's a good little setup inside out of that pulling guard. And he does get face masked at the end of this play too. But I want you to watch the footwork here as he dips inside just a little bit to stay patient. And then a nice little nifty move to bounce outside. He's just quick enough to get the edge. He's got deceptive quickness. He's pretty good accelerator, good change of direction, and I would say good enough long speed to be an NFL running back. This is a guy who can play multiple roles for you, and I think in an imaginative offense, he can be a factor. I just don't know whether he fits the imagination of the Chicago Bears. But, man, I could see him operating the New England Patriots offense as kind of that Aaron Hernandez type player. And I know that people are probably sick of hearing, are they ever going to have that type of player again? And, the answer is likely not. But you can see how he could fulfill at least some of that role. And he could fulfill a role as an H-back or running back for a number of teams. And I think he's actually a good enough running back to just kind of stay at this position. But he does enough for you as a receiver that I think he's an intriguing player that we just need to keep an eye on and see where he lands or how he may develop with the Bears if they decide to keep him. Nifty player.